Hello guys and welcome to this video. We are gonna pull out the pages. I will be using my Aura Estelle inserts, and I will be using my Sassy Plannahannah tweezers, and I will be using the wonderful kit from ScribblePrintsCo. I'm very excited about it. So this is the kit. It's actually a photo kit. It's the only photo kit in the history of planners that I don't think is hideous, and that I actually think is quite pretty. So we're going to be using this kit, as well as I'm going to be using pearl foil from my shop, and I'm going to use a combo of holiday leaves and string lights. The pearl color is kind of like a mixture between matte bronze and olive. I've got the matching headers and then the fur washi. We're gonna just jump right on into it. One thing about this kit though is I'm not like very particular on which boxes. I'm like, oh my god, I have to use that one or I'm gonna be like so sad, because a lot of them are quite similar, because like these two very similar, don't care really that much. So just the only tricky part is spreading the similar ones out enough. I literally cannot wait to use the print impression inserts next year where there's just no stupid color at the top, because I am not good at lining things up. But how are you guys? This week that I'm filming, I should have told you, is November 28th through December 4th. This was a very good week. This was the week that my bestie pal Kieran came to visit me, and it was just good for the soul, basically, is what I gotta say. Like, it was just very recharging to like be able to have a bit of home. But let us get into the stories of the week. Monday was actually Cyber Monday. It was kind of like an odd time to have a guest, honestly, because like I could not take the time off of work. So I did have to work when he was here. We had a little intern at the good old Plannahannah HQ. What are these dates? Let me see if I have silver date numbers. I desperately need to make silver date numbers, and I do not. So we're gonna have to find some ScribblePrints coconut ones. I also am an SPC affiliate, so what that means is you can use Hannah 15 to save 15% off while shopping at ScribblePrintsCo. So I have this sheet. I'm just gonna steal these date numbers. But yeah, so I couldn't take the time off when he was here, which was a little bit upsetting if I'm going to be quite honest with you. It did bum me out that I couldn't take the time off to just hang out, but he was completely fine. Like I was just texting him earlier today, and I was like, yeah, like I hope you had a good time. Like I felt really guilty that we had to work, and he was like, oh my god, we could have worked more if you wanted to. Like, I don't care. Had a good time regardless. So that was good. But Monday was Cyber Monday, so we were, you know, doing all the things, and anybody who purchased from me during Cyber Monday, during any of the sale, just know that you're a real one, and I love you, and you're what keeps me going. I'm going to use the rest of these silver page toppers from PlannerPixieCo. I feel like deco just doesn't feel like the vibes for this kit. I know there is deco, but I don't want to use it. So I'm going to pop in these page toppers from PlannerPixieCo. I actually don't think she makes these anymore, because I posted a picture with them and she's like, oh my god, I should re-release those. So I don't know if she watches my videos, but Randy, yes you should re-release them, because they are just the little extra pizzazz we love. So obviously the scene will go on Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, so Monday I did like the payday post office. I mean, it was payday. Went to the post office, got my McDonald's plan filmed, you know, the whole 9 yards. It's actually Tuesday when I'm filming this, which is so weird. But yeah, did the damn thing, basically. I do think I want to put this over here. That's like the only real thing I have a spot that I want it. So we'll do this. So I worked, we got groceries, and mainly while I've been working, since, you know, with Holly Jolly season, I've been watching all the corny Holly Jolly movies, which has just been wonderful. Perfect. Tuesday I literally worked all day. Like, woke up, like, pretty much just worked and watched Christmas movies all day long. Speaking of working, I know I will not remember this next week, but I was working last night, and you know, anybody who works with printers all day long knows that you have some issues. I have a lot of issues with printers, but the printer like pulled the sheet of sticker paper, and the sheet of paper got like separated. Sometimes this will happen, like a corner will get peeled up and it'll jam, and then I'll just like take it out and it's fine. The entire sticker sheet peeled off. And so just the backing came out of the printer, and then the sticker sheet was wrapped around the toner cartridge, like inside of it. No, like, had to throw away the toner. Granted, I had just ordered more because it was out. It was like, I got the warning that I was low on toner, like it was on E. If you get what I mean. So it was time to get more. Anyway, I would have been really annoyed if it was like a new toner, because the toner for my printer is like over $100. So it would have just been really irritating. But nonetheless, that happened last night. But anywho, Tuesday we worked. Chris and I went to Salata for the first time, and it was an experience. It was so slow. And the guy who was like making our salads, it's kind of like, if you don't know what it is, it's like, the best way to describe it is like Chipotle but for salad. Like, you just pick your toppings and stuff. He was so like cheap with the, like, he was not being very generous, okay? Like, Chris asked for black olives, and I'm not exaggerating when I say he put probably they were like sliced up, 6 little pieces, and Chris was like, can I have olives? Like, bruh, come on. So my salad was like 92% just lettuce. And then the woman in front of us, like, her card kept getting declined, and it was like an older woman, and she was like not understanding what the lady was saying to her, and it was like a whole thing. But nonetheless, the salad was fine. I would go back probably. I did some reading. I finished a season for Second Chances that day, I believe. It was really good. I enjoyed it. And Chris and I watched some TV together. Wednesday, I wrapped all of the Christmas presents that I've been accumulating. And Lila's birthday presents, but, you know, wrapped the gifts. Watched YouTube while I did that, and talked to on the phone with my dad. One, 2, 3 for the sidebar. Okay, cool. So, yeah. Talked to my dad on the phone, which was always nice. Worked, did laundry, watched Christmas movies, you know, the things. Thursday was my friend Kelly's birthday. So, you know, I texted her, happy birthday. This was also the day that Kieran got here, but he didn't get here until around 6 p.m. So, it was actually his first flight ever, which is wild. So, I worked and watched Christmas movies all day long. Then we drove to the airport to get him, and it was like rush hour when he got here. And so, instead of it taking the normal like 30 minutes to get to the airport, whew, that took all damn night, man. So, after we picked him up, we were like all hungry. So, we went to Jinya, got ramen, and we came back and we had a game night. And I don't know if you guys watch Jubilee on YouTube. You should if you don't. It's very interesting, very like good conversations to be had over on that channel. And they have this one series called Spectrum, where they'll take a group of people who have something in common. For example, I've seen them do like, you know what, I'm just gonna pull it up so that I don't sound like an idiot and I'm not talking out my ass. Okay, so they have like, do all black people think the same? Do all Trump supporters think the same? Porn stars, whatever. My camera battery's gonna die. Let me go change this. Okay, sorry if this angle is any different. Like I said, I had to go change the battery. But anywho, so they have like those kind of videos. So like a year and a half, 2 years ago, they had a, I forget the website. Kickstart. They had a Kickstart project of like a board game version of that segment, and I backed it, and it finally like, well, the thing is I backed it back when I lived in New York, so then it flew to New York, then got forwarded to my Texas address, and because it was a package, I had to like pay to get it. Like it cost me like extra shipping. I don't fucking know. I had to go to the post office and pay like $8 to get my package. Pretty annoying, but whatever. So I got my package, and so we played it, and it was so fun. Basically, you have like these cards that show like agree, disagree, somewhat agree, strongly agree, somewhat disagree, and strongly disagree. And then you'll have like 3 different prompts in your hand, and you will pick which one you want, and then you'll use these chips to put down like what you pick. And then you have these spectrum cards that show like different groupings, and based on what's in your hand, you put down which one you think is gonna match the group the best. And then they place their like pawns where they feel on the topic, and then you reveal it, and then they guess where you are, and then you get like points and stuff, and you can like make wagers on like how confident you are in what you've stated. And it's just very fun, and it like sparks a really great conversation. So we had a lot of fun. We played that actually a couple of times because it was such like fun. Loved that. Friday, you know, had to pay a good old credit card bill, and it was also the day 1 of Kieran helping me work, be like a part of, be like my intern. So I did that, and then I got a couple more of like Chris's bigger Christmas presents in the mail, and like I could not hide them, so I like immediately wrapped them when they arrived. Just gonna use this plaid pattern because I don't really care. And so I wrapped some gifts. We watched Harry Potter while we worked because it's always been like a joke that like I'm obsessed with Harry Potter. We've never watched it together. So we watched the first 4 movies, so we're like halfway there. We can do the other 4 next time he visits. So we did that. We also went to H Mart, and Kieran likes to try like different versions of things and like different like drinks and snacks and stuff, and he's like very big into like Asian culture, so we thought that would be fun, and it was. So we went there, got some things, and like just Asian baked goods are just like so soft and fluffy and good and delicious and amazing, and I love them. So that was like really grand. Trying to find my silver page flags, but I like honestly have no idea where they are for some reason. I think that they might be actually in with my silver stuff for some odd reason. Oh, here we are, I found them. So we went to H Mart, and then we went to get Mexican food. We were gonna go get barbecue, and we literally drove to the barbecue place, which is honestly like 10 out of 10 annoying because it's not close. It's like 35 minutes away, and like I wasn't gonna eat it because I don't like barbecue. It smelled disgusting there. It literally smelled like fireworks. The page flag is from my shop in silver as well as this December. That's a font 5 in silver. And so we got there, and then Kieran didn't really think it looked very good, so we left, and I was like, I'm like starving, I'm in a bad mood, we're just gonna go get Mexican food because that is safe and I know I will like it. And we were planning on going eventually during his trip anyway, so we went, and you know, the classic shitty service because we always have really terrible service there, but the food was banging. And then we got home, and Kieran had never seen Joker, like the Joaquin Phoenix Joker movie, and me and Chris both really like that movie, and Kieran's just kind of like a movie buff, so it was kind of shocking that he hadn't seen that one. And so they were gonna watch it, and I was just exhausted. I could not sleep the night before, so I was up until like 4:30 in the morning, and then got up at like 9. I just was like beat. So I was like, do you guys care if I just like go to bed? And so I went to bed at literally like 8 o'clock, and I felt really guilty about it, but like I needed it desperately. Saturday was Carter's birthday. So Carter is one of my best friend Caitlin's, her firstborn, her son, which is like, I just have like an extra special place in my heart for him, because he's, I feel like, the kid I have like the closest relationship with. And he, like, of all my friends who have kids, he was like the first, he was just the first. And so the fact that I wasn't there for his 5th birthday really had me emotional. So when I found out that she wasn't really doing a birthday party for her, because her 2 kids are like a week apart. Her daughter's birthday is like the 14th, and Carter's birthday is the 3rd. So they're like 11 days apart. But they just got back from Disney, and that was like kind of like celebrating their birthdays. So they're not really doing a party. So that did actually make me feel a bit better. Saturday, we took the train downtown and just like walked around, shopped around, went to Hop Dottie for lunch, because Kieran's very just like pretty basic for like food tastes. He's just like burgers are like one of his like faves. So I thought that would be a good pick. I just got french fries because I don't eat burgers. And there was this really terrifying experience with a homeless guy. And like, I'm not meaning this like in a disrespectful way, but like this guy was really rude, so oh well, I guess. But we were walking, and there was this homeless man screaming at the top of his lungs to, if somebody's asking for money, don't give it to them, just spit in their mouth. That is what this man was walking around screaming. And I'm like trying to not make eye contact because I'm like terrified, screaming it. And then he starts screaming at me that like I looked at him wrong. He's like, you look like you're fucking disgusting. You should be disgusted by the men that you're with. Like, isn't insulting me, but is insulting like Chris and Kieran that I should just be like disgusted to be with them. And so, like, I'm just kind of walking because, like, I am extraordinarily uncomfortable. And then he's, like, kind of, it felt as though he was following us. He was on the other side of the street. And, I'm going to put this on here from the monster sheet. It just says nothing is more important than our friendship, because it was the day that Kieran got here, so that's cute. And these boxes obviously call for quotes. But yeah, so he was screaming that at me, that like, whatever. And then proceeds to start screaming, going, fuck you, like literally screaming. And he was on the other side of the street as us, but was like keeping in pace with us, like literally just screaming it, and it felt like at us. And it was just like a very like spooky, uncomfortable situation. I hated absolutely every moment of it. I just realized I probably have some Christmas things I could be using. Put this on here. And yeah, I was just like very uncomfortable with it, and I was really glad that at that point we were already walking to the, dang it, I should have been using these. Oh my god, I forgot that I had them. So mad at myself for that one. I'll use this up here. This is from ScribblePrintsCo. I need a couple more quotes. So yeah, it was really terrifying, but we had a nice time downtown. Nonetheless, I guess, as good as you can when you're terrified. I'm gonna put this, it just says I miss my family, because that's really how I was feeling. Yesterday was Monday, and my dad had sent me like a package in the mail, and he was like, it's not for like Christmas. You can just like open it. It's just like an I'm thinking about you thing. And I'm like gonna cry thinking about it again. And there's these like, this is so stupid, these cookies that my dad always gets like this time of the year at Sam's Club, and like I'm obsessed with them. And I'm gonna use this one that says rest your head close to my heart, never be a part baby of mine, because it was Carter's birthday week, so I feel like that's fitting. But he sent me like those cookies in the mail, and I nearly lost my shit over it because it just broke my heart, and I just be like really missing my dad and my sister this time of the year. So that's the base. We're gonna zoom in and get into the day by day. Okay, this looks actually so pretty. I'm actually gonna take a picture of it so I can send it to Andrea. First things first, let us get the little sidebar situation. So we got a little airplane here from SPC. I have this custom with Macarons in the November font of the month. I'm just gonna cut off the with. It's like my favorite hobby is like I make things that say with and I just cut the with part off. Okay. And I'm just gonna put Macaron here because he was coming to Texas. Okay, where's the little things? Cool beans. So we're gonna get started on Monday, and of course we've got our classic we need 5 little things in the beginning of Monday situation. Like I always do, I much prefer to put the top and the bottom one in so I can get my spacing nice. And we will grab the pink. Perfect. Perfect. So, first thing I'm going to mark as payday. I do have some money icons from Carly Plans, and I did use a custom multi in silver in the Black Friday exclusive font, which is kind of like the Grinch font, but it's just like a nice, thick, chunky font. So I do have payday there. And then for the post office drop, I've got this mail bin from SPC with the PO drop from my custom multi in silver. For McDonald's, I have a hash brown from SPC with the McDonald's from that custom multi. And for planning, we've got the planner from SPC as well as plan from my custom multi. And then for filming, we've got the camera from SPC as well as a film script from my custom multi. That looks so good. I have not like seen a spread with that font yet because I'm just starting to mail out Black Friday orders. And she cute. I'm gonna mark that I worked. Had a grocery run and watched Christmas movies. Use the pink pattern. Looking at this pattern quick, I thought it was sprinkles, but it's like leaves. LOL. Okay, so for working, we've got a silhouette from Carly Plans, as well as a work script from my custom multi. For grocery shopping, I have the heart grocery thingy from Carly Plans, as well as the groceries script from my custom multi. And then for the Christmas movies, I've got the Santa hat from Carly Plans, as well as a Xmas movie binge from the Xmas movie binge. She, honestly, by the time you see this video, is probably discontinued because I'm really far behind on Plan With Me's. Tee-hee-hee. Okay, we are gonna use this up here as well as a movie marquee. When I said I didn't do much this day, I meant it. For working, I've got a computer here from Carly Plans as well as the work script from the custom multi. For Christmas movie binge, we've got the ornament from Carly Plans as well as a Xmas movie binge sticker. Then I'm gonna mark that I got food with Chris. We went to Salada. And then I read and watched Orange is the New Black. Okay, so and then my bigger little thingy-mabob right here. Okay, so for the salad situation, we've got this salad icon from Carly Plans with Chris from my custom multi. For reading, we have got the books from SPC. If you guys know anybody who has like a bunch of options for book icons with like tons of colors, let me know. And then a read script from my custom multi. And then for watching Orange, we've got the TV icon in silver from my shop with a custom OITNB script in unfoiled in font 4. On to Wednesday, the first thing I want to mark nice and large is that I wrapped gifts. I'm going to use this. Is this the size that I used? No, I used the third size box. So that can just get out of here because that's the wrong size. We'll use this. And I had a YouTube binge. And talked on the phone con mi padre. So I'll use the little pink mother trucker there. Okay. So for wrapping gifts, I have the sticker from Once More with Love, and I have the wrap gifts from the holiday shopping and wrapping. I am gonna cut this just because the icon is kind of big. So wrap. And then we'll do gifts. Just like that. Works cute. For YouTube binge, we've got the movie clapper from my shop in silver, as well as YT binge from my custom multi. And talking on the phone with my dad, we've got a phone from Carly Plans, and then a with dad, which is also on my custom multi because I do that about once a week. Then we will grab this to mark working. And I did laundry and watched more Christmas movies. Perfect. So for working, we've got a computer again from Carly Plans with a work script from my custom multi. And then for laundry, we've got this laundry detergent from SPC with laundry from my custom multi. And then for Christmas movies, we've got the little hat from Carly Plans, as well as Xmas movie binge. And that's the first half. On to the second half, we're going to mark that it was Kelly's birthday. Sure, we'll do this. And then mark that it was the day of Kieran arriving to town. And I'm going to put in that I worked. We're just going to use a flag because there's not really room for one of the boxes here. Cool. So for Kelly, I do have a little present from SPC with a Kelly script. That's in font 2. For Kieran arriving, I do have the airplane. And again, I have this. I'm just going to cut the with part off. There he is. How cute. And then for working, we've got the retro computer from Carly Plans, as well as the work script from that custom multi. Then we're going to mark my Christmas movie binge. And that we went to Ginya and had a game night. Ginya, we'll use this. And then game night. Can use this. Okay, so for the Christmas movies, I didn't realize this was kind of green. I thought I had it in my grays, which means I put it in the wrong section, but whatever. It's a Christmas sweater from SPC, and then we have the Xmas movie binge script from my shop. And then for Ginya, we've got the chopsticks from Carly Plans and a custom Ginya that's in font 6 in unfoiled. And then for game night, I have the die from SPC as well as a game night script from my shop in font 6 unfoiled. Friday, the first thing we will mark is I had my credit card bill was due this day. What am I marking it with? A little thing. Where did they go? Here they are. So we'll mark this. And then I will mark that I worked. Gonna use this. And I wrapped presents as they were arriving to the door. Because, like, you know, Amazon delivers everything at a million different times during the day. So that happened. So for credit card bill, I have the credit cards from SPC with a custom CC bill in font 5 unfoiled from my shop. And then for working, I've got this little cute ghosty working from Once More With Love with a custom with Curon in the November font of the month. For wrapping presents, I've got the present from SPC as well as a wrap gifts from the shopping and wrapping sampler that was available. And then we watched Harry Potter while we worked. Went to H Mart. Tequila. Got Mexican. And I was a sleepy gal. So we'll do that. Okay, so for Harry Potter, we've got Dumbledore here from Once More With Love with a Harry Potter binge script. That is, I believe that is on the Harry Potter sampler. There's a couple of Harry Potter binges at the bottom. For H Mart, we've got that shopping cart heart from Carly Plans. And then for Mexican, we've got the nacho from Carly Plans with the custom with Curon script. And then for Being Tired, we got this sleepy bear from Carly Plans with the Tired as Fuck script from my shop in font 4 that I put diagonal. But it be like that sometimes, okay? Then this was Carter's birthday. Check. We took the train downtown. And then we just were gallivanting, you know? It's like my favorite phrase. So I will use the pink, I guess, to mark gallivanting. So for Carter's birthday, I have a little cupcake from SPC with a Carter script in font 4. And then for taking the train, I have nothing to mark that, so I'm just going to use that. And then for gallivanting, we've got the shopping bag and a gallivanting custom in font 6. Then we did go to Hop Dottie. Chris and I got like the chili queso fries. They were just kind of spicy for me. And Kieran got the barbecue ones, and so I ate some of his as well because if you've been to Hop Dottie, you know how big the things of French fries are. Then I got McDonald's later that evening because I was hungry for some McDonald's. And I did use a squared off box in my other planner, but like, it's just, I don't have the right kind of color for that. So we're just gonna use the flag, even though it does not look great there. So for Hop Dottie, I've got the fries icon from my shop in silver. For McDonald's, we've got the Happy Meal from Carly Plans with the McDonald's script from my shop in font 5 or 6 in silver. And then for game night, we have got the game board from Carly Plans. And then I'm going to use the same game night, but I'm just cutting it so it fits better on the flag. And there she is. And on to Sunday. First thing is first, we are gonna mark more gallivanting. We went shopping to like, I don't know, this like bookstore and just a bunch of things. And then we went to First Watch for breakfast. Had another Harry Potter marathon this day. And so we will be using another shopping bag to market gallivanting. And then I have the shopping bags from SPC. This little like eggs on toast from that planner girl, and a custom first watch script and font 6 unfoiled. For Harry Potter, we've got Dobby from Once More with Love with the same Harry Potter binge. And then we did work. So we'll put this in. We got Wingstop, which was my first time getting it. I am not impressed with their lemon pepper, even though that's what like they're known for. It's a no for me. The Hawaiian was good, and the French fries are potentially the worst French fries I've ever had in my entire life. And that's no exaggeration. They were so bad, but the wings were pretty good. Well, I get boneless wings because I don't like real ones. They freak me out because they've got veins in them, and that's just like a no from me. So for working, we've got the little retro computer from Carly Plans with the same with Kieran script. For Wingstop, I do have the bucket of chicken from SPC. And then for reading, I actually stayed up until like 5 o'clock in the morning because I had to leave my house at like 4 a.m. to bring her onto the airport, and so there was literally no point in going to bed for like 2 hours. And then I read from my custom multi. I'm gonna fill this in, and then I will be back to show you the finished spread. And there we have it, guys. That is our finished spread. Sorry about the tripod legs, but I think it looks really cute. We are gonna go through what I do have for leftovers. What's going into my D-stash is those little bitty bops. We've got one of each of the underlays. We've got the extra box and the date covers, some headers, some washi and deco, some scripts, and the rest of the kit that I did not use. And that is it, guys. If you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up. If you did not, then, well, give it a thumbs down, because either way you're helping out my channel. Comment down below, subscribe if you have not already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.